What? What? Welcome. That's the opening for Daikatana.
I thought you said there was a cutscene.
Yeah, no, there is. It's just I don't know. This thing is awful. That's the opening.
So a Ronin is dejected and holds his sword down. A samurai grips his sword by its blade. And a shogun actually knows what he's doing.
Yeah. We're going to go with Ronin because...
Yeah, that looks like it's supposed to mean easy.
I don't know. I've never actually played Daikatana in either view.
Nope. That's a pretty cool robo-skull up in the corner.
Do you like this sound design, by the way?
What sound design?
This completely empty, there's no music sound design?
No. Okay.
There's like crickets going.
What sound design?
Yeah, exactly. do you like this sound design, though?
Oh my god, why does it need... What is that loading bar supposed to represent with all those shards of metal?
I guess? I don't know.
Oh man, that was a great stock sound.
That sign said Mishima Corporation, and all I can think is Tekken.
These graphics are pretty realistic.
Yeah, for 2000.
Oh my god, that guy's face.
So this is Daikatana, which had a near simultaneous release, we found out, with the PC version. Back in 2000. Oh, it's Shigeru.
Yeah.
Will only speak to the proprietor of the school. Also, Tanaka-san left a message earlier complaining about the injuries to his son.
Okay. They're going awfully fast.
Let me guess, Miho. It's my landlord at the door.
Oh, and they're doing the head bob.
Like I said, the visitor would not give his name.
Oh, good.
Did Mishima-san send you? Tell him I'll have his money by...
I can assure you that I am not here on Mishima's behalf.
Wait, is this like an English farmer? He looks like a...
He's wearing a hood because it's raining.
You're a bit older than my usual clientele, but it's never too late to.
So this guy runs a school for swords in like the post-cyberpocalypse.
Something like that.
Look, if you're asking for some donation...
Perhaps you will allow me to explain, Miyamoto-san.
He looks like a farmer from like medieval Europe.
He looks like he's had his face sliced up at least like 7 times.
Yeah.
They may be watching.
Yeah.
They who?
Do you think that the voice actors here were actual actors?
I don't know. It sounds like the voice actor for the main character might be the same guy that does like Snake, but he's not putting on his Snake voice.
You might just be thinking that because of the
because it looks like Metal Gear a little. Yeah.
It looks like Metal Gear if Metal Gear was made by a weeaboo.
Yeah, it looks like Metal Gear if Metal Gear was made by a weeaboo about 5 years before Metal Gear came out.
Yeah.
For years, the Mishimas.
It reminds me a lot of the occasional Wolverine Goes to Japan comics, wherein like Wolverine is just a grizzled old dude looking at samurais all day.
Except the main character is clearly in his face supposed to be Japanese, but he doesn't sound like it, and he barely looks like it.
Yeah, but it feels like the way writers of like Marvel comics in like the 80s and 90s would occasionally be like, I just like samurai, I'm gonna write this about a samurai now. Like, it's giving me that vibe. Because this was an American game. This was made by some of the Doom guys.
The guy's last name is Miyamoto, and that's his ancestor, Usagi Miyamoto. That's some other guy, though, I guess.
Usagi Miyamoto.
Yeah.
Like, the guy who has crossovers with the Ninja Turtles sometimes.
Usagi Yojimbo?
Yes. His name is Miyamoto Usagi. It is a pun. It is a pun on Miyamoto Musashi.
Yeah.
Who is clearly not the guy they're talking about.
No.
Because they're saying Usagi. So it's like, fucking, okay, so this is in canon with Usagi Yojimbo, which is somewhat in canon with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Because they're talking about a different character, though. They're not saying that his dad is a rabbit or whatever. It's his ancestor. That's his ancestor. It's some grizzled old guy.
Yeah, well, they decided that his name needs to be Usagi, which literally is just rabbit.
Yeah, it's really
Is he just bopping that guy on the head with his stick?
Yeah.
That was not very good.
Yeah, these katanas are just like
And
broom
64
handles.
level graphics, though. I'll accept.
Yeah. What I was trying to say was this game came out on PC originally. This was it was first released on PC, but it had a near simultaneous release with the N64 version of this game. And then like 2 months later, the Game Boy Color version.
Oh man,
came
yeah,
out.
yeah. So there's a sword in the volcano.
Yeah.
Was it evil? I'm barely following this plot.
No, something happened.
Yeah, no, there was a rivalry between two clans, and someone made a magic sword and gave it to Usagi Yojimbo, and then they threw it in a volcano.
Yeah, I guess it was cursed.
Okay, so he went and he wrestled up the One Ring, or whatever.
What's the big deal?
What's the big deal?
Just a sword.
With airline food. Yeah. Anyways, we looked up the Game Boy Color game, and we found footage on YouTube. It's like, this looks like a way better game.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like an over the head.
It's a
top
Zelda
down,
clone.
Zelda clone.
A Zelda clone for the Game Boy Color about samurai and the cyber.
I thought it was going to be a top-down RPG, and it turned out to kind of be that, but it's more Zelda.
Yeah, but it looked like a way better game than this did.
Yeah. More interesting in a way.
Yeah. There's an awful lot
Nick
of talking.
Mishima!
Okay.
Found out about the discovery.
And they're talking about someone named Mishima.
Yeah.
To examine the ancient artifact.
Oh, God.
He stole the sword.
These names, though, like they just said
So it's-
someone was named Osaka, like
So
the,
it's like
the
Ronald
place.
McDonald's ancient ancestor was evil?
Oh God,
Is that
this is
what
just
we're
Dr.
saying?
McNinja? Okay.
I don't
Things are
know.
not as they should be.
Because Mishima's in charge of everything. It's the Mishima Corporation.
Whoa, there's time
and
travel
Nick
in this game.
Mishima.
Pathogenic Marburg
Yeah,
pox
probably.
filovirus,
Huh.
more commonly known as MMP.
Okay, so this is like
End of the millennium.
samurais went back in time and caused the post-cyber
With
apocalypse.
a cure for the MMP virus.
Huh.
Back
Yeah.
in the year 2030. Those claims are
Oh,
false.
okay.
The truth is that the original creator of the
This
vaccine
feels like an awful lot of exposition to be shoved on us immediately when we barely even know anyone's names.
We haven't even played the game yet.
Kage
Yeah.
was able to travel back
Yeah,
through
like
time.
So the
couldn't we have
Daikatana lets you travel through time.
couldn't we have started it with this guy in his dojo being like, my name is character name, and I'm this thing, and this is the world, and then let you walk around for a while.
Only gives out the cure
Like
to
they
those
clearly had some budget issues though, because have you ever heard like you know a bit of the history of this game?
daughter.
Oh, there's a
little
daughter.
bit, yeah.
But yeah, like some of the guys from Doom made their own company and were basically just game developer superstars who were in all the magazines and got tons of funding
Oh
because
no, it was only one.
well, it was
it's,
one of
uh,
those guys.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
either way, the team that he put together had gotten like a whole bunch of hype, but then wasted like a million years and shat out this game after like budget problems and bullshit. And it's like, I'll bet there was a much bigger game that got cut down because they just could not get this exposition in
I
there.
can't actually remember the exact like thing behind it, but I know that the Doom is usually regarded as being two people.
Just a guy teaching.
It's
Four people, I think, total made
something
the game.
like
Like
that,
there
but
were,
the-
I think. We should have looked this up.
Embrace your heritage and
Who the
Ninjas.
ninjas? They do little twiddly runs and then push the guy. Like,
Yeah.
good, thanks.
First person punch.
Fucking ninjas.
Yeah, no, we I remember looking this stuff up like 3 months ago, but yeah. Like there was a team who made Doom, and Doom was good. One of those
just
guys
dead.
went off to make his own thing, and people were like, "Oh, he's a Doom guy; he'll do great." And he didn't, and he fucked around a lot in the meantime.
Oh, so the main character's name is Hero.
Oh, that's never been done before.
say nothing.
Yeah.
When
De-
the
death
collectors come
collectors.
to get my body.
What?
Steal away
What?
inside the coffin.
We will get you inside
What?
Mishima's fortress.
If someone
I love-
dies in the street, a death collector
I love that
comes.
his head is still wobbling when he's dying on the ground.
Blind hero.
It's amazing.
I know
That's
you will do the right thing.
amazing.
Thank you.
So our guy's name is Hiro Miyamoto, and
Miyamoto.
he's
Oh, yeah.
the descendant
I
of
was struggling
the
to remember
Rabbit
his last
Samurai.
name.
He's the a descendant of the rabbit samurai from the comic. Yeah, they own everything, I guess. But like, there was a sword that was magic, and his ancestors used it to stop evil. And now that evil has the sword, and they went back in time because of the magic. And now viruses.
How did he steal away inside the coffin, though?
Good question. Those things don't look like they just open. They look like
those were people, though. The people had to come out and put a coffin down, open it up, put a body in it. Like...
Yeah, and... Oh. That was terrible.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah.
Also, their accents are very, very thick.
Yeah, and everything going on here is insane. I thought we were sneaking into... Oh, did they crash into a bog?
I think maybe the bump caused the coffin to fall out or something stupid like that.
Okay, so he's cuddled up against that dead vagrant
there's a dead man
who came to his door.
Only 4 this time. Looks like my rock holding out.
Are these accents for real?
Oh god, everyone's Japanese, but some people have really racist accents and some don't.
Well, see, the thing is, if they're actually Japanese, then the level of thickness to the accent isn't really racist, because if they're, actually Japanese. But it's like, I can't tell.
You can bet none of the voice actors in this game are Japanese.
Man, we've made those assertions before, not on the channel, but like, I've made those assertions before and then looked things up and then was wrong.
So I'm sorry to anybody watching this particular part of the LP. The actual, smoothness of this camera is going to make you sick. There's nothing that I can really do about it. It's just that the movement speed and the camera sensitivity and everything in this game is just terrible.
Yeah, that was true of most first-person shooters of the era.
Day, yeah. And also it's dark as hell, and I don't...
Yeah.
It's just this game, man.
I want to say that, GoldenEye was pretty good about not making you sick, but this game's the movement's way too smooth for a first person and way too fast.
Also, it takes just as many bullets to kill bugs that are flying around as it does to kill those weird spaceships.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's unclear as to
so
why.
We've got a spinning power glove, a spinning gun. Oh, what the hell?
It's like a bug generating.
Why are the bugs robots? Did you see that? Its wing texture was covered in metal tribal tattoos.
No, I think that's intentional too. I don't know what the fuck's up with that.
Ion packs. What the fuck do those do?
I have no idea.
Well, this was from the era when games had an instruction manual that was actually decently sized and had lore in them and stuff. So there's probably supposed to be a black and white glossy printout instruction manual that gives you a full paragraph. Wow, you just punched a crater in that door. That's actually hilarious. Or is that mud? Or is it a crater you're punching?
This thing? Oh, yeah. What am I punching? Yeah, mud craters. I don't know why.
I don't understand.
I don't either. I assume this is a door that I can open, but I don't know what the actual button is for opening things. Unfortunately.
It might need a key.
There's... Oh, no, there it is. It's enter.
Oh,
There's
shit.
A beating heart in here.
Hold on. Get a better look at that.
This horrible beating heart?
It's like a heart container from Zelda.
A little bit.
But the inside is a brain.
A little bit.
So I'm surprised they didn't...
Energized by the golden soul.
What the fuck? Okay.
I have no idea.
I'm surprised that they didn't go full on anatomical human heart, because a lot of grimdark games of the era did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I really did sort of expect it.
Yeah.
Oh, frogs now. I gotta punch these frogs.
Can you eat them?
These punchable robot frogs. No,
I'm surprised that the water here isn't toxic. I mean, it's the first level. It's the first level, so that would be way too mean, but it's bright green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you notice my bullets are ricocheting off of everything?
Have you noticed your health's been decreasing fairly... Oh, that's why. Yeah, your health was going down because this fucker was up on you.
It's hard to kind of turn around to hit them because they're sort of awful. I hear something going on.
I really hope that there was a big ass instruction manual that gives you lore description for every enemy, and that it would have explained it. explain to us why there's like robot mosquitoes.
And frogs. Robot frogs.
Was it oh, it was.
I think it was.
Why are there robot frogs?
Metal. There's robot everything in this game for God only knows what reason.
Is it Samurai Jack logic?
I guess.
Were they trying to get around a sensor? Because this game doesn't look like it needed to get around a sensor.
No. Okay, so loading zones, right?
Oh my god.
So when I was trying to make sure that I had the controls for this down, I didn't hold down forward in this little loading area, and you slide if it's wet. So I immediately started sliding backwards from there.
That's awful.
And it went back into the loading zone, went back into the loading zone, back and forth for like a while, and I was really annoyed by it.
This game.
I'm actually missing something that I know is down here, so I'm gonna have to go back through this loading zone.
Amazing.
And every single time, we have to hear the plips.
I like how there's
every single pip makes a noise.
I like how there's like fiery lighting effects on the loading bar. Every single pip has like a little shimmer of red, as though this cool cyber gun Geiger looking loading bar is sitting on top of like a explosion.
This way. I know there's
I can't tell
it's
what
fine,
you're doing.
Don't worry about it. Okay, jumping doesn't always work in this game because you have to be on like a certain kind of surface to make it function properly.
That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
For anyone who's getting into this without context, the only reason we own and are playing this game is because of like an in-joke in our Pokemon LP.
Oh yeah, Daikatana is a Pokemon in that game, and it's actually a pretty well-designed fan Pokemon. But
yeah, it's a fan game that has a thing in it called Daikatana, and it's a ninja fish. And it's amazing, and we started just making Daikatana jokes, and we only had 2. It was just like, John Romero's gonna make you his bitch, and like just shouting Daikatana.
Which was the marketing for the game. There we go.
Yeah,
I got a save
it was a
gem.
magazine ad.
I'm pretty sure those are required to save.
That's great.
Oh,
Whoever thought that was ever a good idea?
I have no idea.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Somebody who was wrong.
Save points are an item that you carry with you. Any game that does that is just like a game from space. Like, who thought, like, did you describe save points to like an old person and that's how they thought you meant it?
Like, they thought you had to carry around an item to save or some stupid thing like that?
Like, the save points is like a point that you get, like how you get points for doing things.
So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to save the game.
This menu is amazing. I love pre-rendered PC menu things, like that cursor, the way it like turns and shit. Like, man, this shit. Because
I know for a fact that there's a thing coming up here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but I'm certainly going to try. It's a completely fucking hidden thing that pops up the moment you come in here.
Oh, fuck that.
Right?
Yeah.
And it does.
I mean, I guess you're supposed to sidestep it.
Probably, but even if you sidestep, you kind of don't really do it so good.
Our first death.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Nice Gibbs.
Yeah, so there's just a thing, and I guess the intent is that you're supposed to run around it or do something like that, but for the life of me, I have no idea how to.
I kind of want like a fully detailed, accurate replica of that loading bar. Like just a plastic one that you can just put on the wall. Because it's really well detailed for a loading bar, and I find it hilarious. And I hope that the word loading is like emblazoned in it with like red LEDs. We could put it up on the wall. So that if we want to say like do not disturb, we just put up the loading sign. It's like, oh, you can't do anything, we're loading.
God. This game is why am I fighting just frogs and small crocodiles and bugs?
This is fucking hardcore. You have to fight crocodiles.